7 wisdom about money or wealth. Number 1. Lazy hands make for poverty, but diligent hands bring wealth. It is always true that hard work pays, and laziness won't allow us to the level of financial stability we want to achieve. We are very familiar with the story of the ant and the grasshopper, of how the ant works even in the scorching heat of the sun, and the grasshopper relaxing and not preparing for the future. When the winter came, the poor grasshopper had no food to eat, and the ant had plenty, and the hungry grasshopper had to beg for food from the ant. The same applies to our lives. We must work hard to have food to eat and to spare for those who are in need. Number 2. The wise have wealth and luxury, but fools spend whatever they get. It is true that those who are poor and have meager amount to spare seems to be very spendthrift and are less careful with their finances. They love buying things they don't need, while those who are rich keep thinking of how they will grow their money through investments or businesses. And so in the long run, they can afford to buy expensive and good quality things, or can enjoy a more quality life than those who spend whatever they get and don't pay themselves first. Number 3. One gives freely, yet grows all the richer. Another withholds what he should give and only suffer want. The saying that the more you give, the more you receive, though it is not our motive of giving, but that is the rule of life. But I will always emphasize wise giving as such. If you are giving someone that you will use for something bad or for vices, that is not a wise giving. The fact is real. The more generous you are, the more you will be refreshed in some ways, in whatever ways. It will be encouraged to give more. Be encouraged to give more, but wisely and with wisdom. Number 4. Work hard at your job and you will have what you need. Following a get-rich-quick scheme is nothing but fantasy. Many people nowadays are really in the lookout for the get-rich-quick scheme, but in reality, it is a fantasy. Don't be fooled by those telling you that you will have this big amount of money if you invest into something. Rather, it is better to work hard at your job and get what you need. For as I mentioned, hard work pays. Hard work always pays. Greedy people try to get rich quick, but don't realize they are headed for poverty. Number 5. Whoever loves pleasure will be a poor man. He who loves wine and oil will not be rich. The same is true with the saying that if you love only pleasure and enjoyment, or a lot of pleasure and enjoyment, you will be poor in a matter of time. Though wine and oil have positive and negative symbolism, in this verse, it talks about the negative metaphorical uses of these words, which may be vices, luxuries that you can't really afford, and other pleasures of life that cost your life savings. There is nothing wrong with pleasures and enjoyment if they are planned and within your budget. Number 6. The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is a slave of the lender. Just as the rich rule the poor, so is the borrower a slave to the lender. When someone owes someone money, the lender can make the borrower do whatever they want. control them because of their debt. You become a slave of someone, which must not be the case. It is freeing to live life with no one controlling us or doing things we don't even like just to please the lender. And lastly, glorify God with all your wealth, honoring Him with your very best, with every increase that comes to you. We must honor God with our money, giving to Him and using our money in a way that will please Him. For we know that all we have are from Him. For apart from Him, we are nothing. And we don't have anything. We don't have everything. We must realize that it is Him who gives us the ability to work, earn, and give us everything we need and want for our pleasures and good deeds. Good night, everyone.